today, as you guessed it, is Hooray!
That's something that we always look forward to, and it's been a while since we've gotten to look forward to it consistently every week. But we are now in the thick of it. We are at the halfway point, I believe.
Yes.
I mean, technically a little less than halfway if you count the Christmas special, but we are starting to get into the bee's knees of the storylines. That was terrible. Who says bee's knees? The Doctor?
He does sometimes, but as you were saying, with this halfway point almost, we're going to get more of the story. We're going to find out who is in the vault. And I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
And we saw Missy already in the Next Time on Doctor Who, which would have been better if we didn't know. But BBC, you guys love to just kind of dash a little bit of spoilers on us. Granted, though, we don't know who, what, where, when, why, how, especially the who. And we are going to get into Extremis for episode 6 of Doctor Who.
Death is an increasing problem. With over 1 billion intelligent species active in this galaxy alone, it is an ever greater challenge to know how to kill all of them. On this planet, we're proud to serve as executioners to every living thing. The destruction of a Time Lord, however, is a particular honor. This technology is precisely calibrated. As you can see, it will stop both hearts, all 3 brain stems, and deliver a cellular shockwave that will permanently disable regenerative ability.
Damn.
I know how it works.
Yeah.
You certainly will in a moment. Following termination, the body will be placed in a quantum fold chamber under constant guard for no less than 1,000 years. In case of, shall we say,
Chamber?
relapses.
Uh-huh.
Life can be a cunning enemy.
Life finds a way.
Additional stipulation of the fatality index is that the sentence must be carried out by another Time Lord. Apologies for our choice, but your people are not easy to come by.
Oh, damn.
Oh, of course.
I didn't expect you. Thought you'd retired. Domestic bliss on Darilium. That's the word among the Daleks. What happened? Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
My condolences.
Oh, dang, it's her!
Thank you.
Yeah, well, they said they had to carry out by another.
Yeah, but I thought it was him that was going to get the execution carried out by her.
Gotcha.
They can't know I'm blind, Missy.
So, yeah.
No one can know. Memories are so much worse in the dark.
I thought it was the other way around.
Extremis! Extremis?
I like the little feedback and breakaway.
Hello? I think you were...
That's cool that he kind of uses his glasses. Makes sense.
No.
Okay, so what's the title?
Oh, yes, I can see that it says Veritas. Oh.
Literally, the truth.
The hell was the Pope doing in my room?
Yep.
That was the Pope. Bill, that was the Pope.
Yeah, give me a minute. I am about to have a truly awesome rehearsal.
Oh my God. Penny.
Yeah. You scared her straight.
You're going to hell.
Greetings. Only in darkness are we revealed.
It's not a...
for you.
Yeah.
Goodness is not goodness that seeks advantage. Good is good in the final hour.
He's
In
like,
the
wait a
deepest
minute.
pit, without hope, without witness, without reward. Virtue is only virtue in extremis. This is what he believes. And this is the reason, above all, I love him. My husband. My madman in a box. My doctor.
Dang.
Your missus wouldn't approve.
How the hell did you get here?
Followed you from Deryllium on the explicit orders of your late wife, River Song. Warning, I have full permission to kick your ass.
Aw, he's doing it all for her.
Yep.
The doctor in libraries.
It might be just like because of the Catholic thing. Kind of reminds me of
This place exists.
Tom Hanks' Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code.
The Library of
Almost.
Blasphemy. The Hereticum. Harry Potter.
Good old JK.
Please.
Love this doctor. He's so damn snarky.
I know.
I regret, gentlemen. This consultation is over.
I regret it too.
The sentence must now be carried out.
We'll take a few more minutes if you like.
Without hope.
Don't trust it. But at the same time, it's so sad.
Yeah. You have to do that. In fact, don't you dare do that.
Bill, you have to walk behind me now, like the doctor said.
Totally not happening.
Okay, Bill. Miss Potts, I'm the only person you've ever met or will ever meet who is officially licensed to kick the doctor's arse. I will happily do the same to you in the event that you do not align yourself with any instructions I have issued, which I personally judge to be in the best interests of your safety and survival. Okay, Bill?
Okay.
Yeah. That's all he needed to do, too.
I am.
On my oath as a time lord of the Prydonian chapter, I will guard this body for 1,000 years.
And there it is.
Oh? Those machines, they project the simulations.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering
Turn him off.
what happens if we move outside the light of the projector. Let me be right. Please don't let me be right.
Oh no.
I'm part of it. I'm part of the simulation. Bill, I'm not real.
Oh
It's the very 13th floor. Where the end of the universe was Tucson, Arizona. Look it up.
no! Of course.
There's always one thing you can do from inside a computer.
Hack
Even
it.
if you're a jumped up little subroutine, you can do it.
A virus.
You can always
Infect it.
email.
What are you doing?
I'm doing what everybody does when the world is in danger. I'm calling the doctor. Pressing send.
Yeah. And then that's the thing where it's like,
What?
that's the thing.
That's how we got it in the
Yeah.
first place?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, save them, the doctor. That's awesome.
You should have had his number, though.
Right, get off! I've just been executed. Show a little respect.
She's alive.
I was just a bit sleepy, right? Let's not split hairs. Shut up. Hello.
Of course she's not dead. She's a friend of mine. I may have fiddled with your wiring a little bit. You swore an oath. I swore an oath I'd look after her body for 1,000 years. Nobody mentioned dead.
You cannot do this. You will not leave this planet alive.
Do me a favor. The fatality index. Look up the doctor.
You have an entry, just like any other sentient being.
Under cause of death.
You do seem to have
An impressive record of fatalities credited to you. A truly remarkable record.
You're gonna break his system. You're gonna break his system.
You are, Anna. Always.
Always.
Wow.
You stand alone, boss. You're the one who should be afraid. Have a nice day then.
Rajol, help me move from Mystic to the vault.
What can I save when I'm lost in the dark?
Yes,
Building
music.
the music. Need some help. How indeed. How indeed.
Oh, there it is.
Tell me what you see.
It's a 5,000-year-old pyramid.
One little problem. Wasn't there yesterday. Those creatures in that pyramid, they have studied you, and they have chosen this exact moment and this exact place.
What's wrong with the doctor?
I lie. I've been blind since Chasm Forge. Coordinate your attacks.
It does not come here in peace. We will take this planet and its people. Life on Earth will cease by humanity's own.
Okay, so I mean the whole fact that they are starting an arc, which I'm excited for. Technically, the whole season has been an arc.
With the who's in the vault and everything, but now that we kind of know, we know who's in the vault.
Yeah, and now we finally got an enemy, somebody to go up against, somebody who is incredibly dangerous that we really don't know anything about, though, other than the fact that the whole simulation thing, which I still don't kind of understand, because it's like he sent it to himself, so did he send it to himself just earlier in the simulation? Like, how is that? Like, did he send it out of the simulation to the real doctor? Like, I don't get how that was that just kind of a cop-out?
No, I think that he did, like, when they were talking about how the characters in the simulation found out that they're not real kind of thing, and then
Yeah.
they try to escape by killing themselves.
Right.
They made their simulation, like he said, they made their simulation so good that he sent they wanted to make the simulation so real that they made everything to, I guess, probably to the T of everything that the doctor has, so it kind of connects to the real one as well.
Well, that's the thing is,
And
like...
so he transferred a message to the doctor, like an AI, like he was an artificial intelligence that was sending the doctor something because he was a doctor.
But now it just feels like his sonic sunglasses are timey-wimey as well and can travel through the space-time continuum of the simulation. Again, timey-wimey, it's confusing. I'm
It
not
works.
really... well, it has to work because you just got to go with it. Because I don't get how that other doctor got the message from the doctor later in the storyline without it being a timey-wimey, like...
It was at the beginning. Are you talking about why he got it at the beginning?
Well, I know why he gets it at the beginning because he
Okay.
sent it to himself.
Right.
But that's the thing is, how does he send it to himself? That means that he's able to time travel with these, essentially.
Well,
Like,
not necessarily time travel because they're just in a simulation.
True, but but still, if they made the simulation based on what the doctor is capable of doing,
Exactly.
that means the sonic sunglasses are capable of traveling through time in terms of.
But I think it's just in terms of the doctor himself.
It's a hell of a internet system, essentially. That is a hell of an email to be able to travel and send
It's
it
the
back in
doctor.
time. Like, it'd be one
The
thing
glasses are...
if he sent it to the TARDIS and the TARDIS.
I was going to say the
rerouted
glasses
it.
are probably connected with the TARDIS as well, just like when he gets his new sonic screwdriver, the screwdriver comes from the TARDIS.
Yeah, okay, and that makes sense. If it is a message sent through the TARDIS, sure. And we have an arc to figure that out, too, because that is a question now that I'm wondering.
I doubt that's gonna...
I doubt it will either. It's like, just go with it type thing. But yeah, the 13th floor. If you haven't seen the 13th floor, it's got Vincent D'Onofrio. And essentially what it is it's, a group that creates this simulated world where they get to go in the avatar system and they get to go and play in this world. But when the people in this world, it's like in the 20s or 30s, and it's like the gangster era, when they start figuring out that there's something going on, like one of the bad guys there realizes that if he kills people, or at least if he kills people while they're in there, that that artificial life will take the place of the person that was taking them over in that universe. So essentially the guy who takes over him gets himself killed, so then he travels upwards into the next level, and then it kind of goes from there. However, there's a big twist, to figure it out, they have to travel to Tucson, Arizona, because that's the end of the universe, and they go there, and it's like this, where they stick their hand out and it becomes all pixelated. The 13th floor is the same thing. When they go to Tucson, Arizona, it's just the grid, essentially, and it's all green and, not rendered, essentially, and they're like, oh my god, I'm not real! And then there is a whole nother twist on top of that as well. So that reminds me a lot of what is going on, except not aliens or the, demons coming to simulate a world to conquer.
It makes sense, though.
Yeah.
They simulate something so that they can conquer it on all fronts. They figure out what the weaknesses are of this race in order to conquer them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you'll see the aliens come and try to conquer, the Sycorax, and that didn't work out. So then they had to simulate the Doctor as well to kind of get out what he would do, what kind of stuff that ends up happening. But obviously the Doctor is going to find a way to
prevail.
Yes. And starting with the email.
And that's the thing, is I think when it probably comes down to it, that they're blowing smoke. And that our world does exist, and the only way for them to kind of conquer is to put the fear that you are not real, and that is how they're trying to break you down. And then the Doctor will be like, by the way, we are real, and then he'll totally thwart them.
Like a dream.
Yeah, but it will take some level of self-sacrifice to get there.
I know, I really enjoyed this episode.
Especially the whole thing switching back and forth with Missy as well.
Yeah, that was
cool.
kind of getting a little bit more into what was going on in that side, and I'm glad that they showed that and everything, because now it's moving along nicely, and I could see why people would probably be like, oh, well, we saw that coming, and it's like, okay, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it was kind of the easy answer.
Right, but now we have to find out why she was put into the vault, and this kind of showed us a little bit as to why she was put into there.
And the whole thing, too, is he asked for Missy's help. Now, two things could go that way. It's either he asks for Missy's help, she does something, self-sacrifice, and then regenerates, and that could bring up the whole, if they regenerate, could they go back to past regenerations, which, obviously
but
they
like
hinted at that with Baker.
I was going to say they hinted at that in the 50th, maybe some of the old favorites.
Yeah, and so maybe that's why she reverts to John Sim. Or he did kill her with the execution thing. It just wasn't enough to completely knock her out, and that's when she's like, oh, and she goes back to sleep or whatever. And
it probably just takes out one of
maybe that killed her, and she will regenerate, and that's when he opens it, and that's when we got to go back and watch that trailer with him, because maybe he's standing in the room when it happens, and he's already regenerated into John Sim. So
that would suck, though, because I would love to see different incarnations of the Master together talk to each other, like how we got the Doctors all together. It's just fun to see the different regenerations talk to each other.
But unfortunately, sometimes when it comes to Doctor Who, we don't always get what we want.
Yes.
Or what we speculate and what we plan, and it just doesn't seem to go that way very often. So I'm excited to see where this one ends up. We are starting to get to the closure point of this season, of this Doctor, and it's going to get worse from here on out. We're having fun now, but it's going to be tears and just heartbreak in the next few episodes, or at least at the end of, by Christmas, you'll be seeing some of us in tears quite a bit. You might get me, though. I'm sure Nardle's going to come back too. Well, obviously, because if he time traveled the message back, nothing's happened to them. No. Nothing happened to Bill. Nothing happened to Nardle.
Well, yeah, because they weren't real. They were in that simulation.
Correct. And Nardle was there anyways. Nardle was there when they went to the pyramid and stuff. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's I guess I answered my own
Yeah.
query.
Yeah.
Query.
Did.
So, thank you guys for watching our reaction to episode 6, Extremis of Doctor Who. You can head over to all our social networking gin joints.
Yeah, like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram.
Yeah.
And then next week we are going to Phoenix Comic Con. I am super excited. We are going to be taking a picture with Amy Pond herself, Karen Gillan, and so I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be Clara as well.
Yeah, but she had some filming commitments, which is totally fine.
So if you guys are in the Phoenix area, you can go ahead and say hi. We will be there somewhere. And then we will be going to Collider Video in Burbank, California. We are competing in a movie trivia schmodown against Team Action, which are basically really fancy looking dudes that know action movies, and the movie nerds are going to come back and take them down. A couple picks maybe. And then you guys can head over to our Patreon.
Yes, and it's just a way to fuel the fire for us so we can do more things. And we are going to be doing like behind the scenes sort of stuff on just for Patreon. So check that out. And then we are going to D23 in July.
Yeah, that should be fun. It's going to be exhausting, but we're going to get a lot of info for live action Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm, Pixar, Disney
Everything.
Animation, television. It's
everything.
definitely a full weekend. So if you are in Anaheim, in the Disney area, we will be there as well, so you could say hi. But thank you guys, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.